Y'all wanna make some cookies? Some anabolic cookies? Let's freaking get it. Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we are making anabolic chocolate chip cookies. My last video, we did that anabolic ice cream, which was amazing. This time I came across Remington James's page. I have actually tried a few different recipes around making anabolic cookies, and this particular recipe is by far the best one that I've tried so far. So when it comes to nutrition, it is not about depriving yourself of the things that you love. It's about coming up with different ingredients so that you can continue to enjoy the things that you enjoy here in the kitchen, but at the same time, still getting to those fitness goals. So as most of you know, who doesn't love chocolate chip cookies? I love chocolate chip cookies. I know my kids love chocolate chip cookies, but for most of those cookies that you get from whether it's Costco or your local grocery store, you're probably looking at 200 plus calories per cookie. Yes, they're delicious, but if you are looking to lose a little bit of body fat or you are on some sort of a fitness journey, you're not gonna get very far crushing those cookies. So today, we're gonna do the anabolic version of these. Thank you so much, Remington James. Again, go check that guy out. His YouTube channel is super awesome. All right, so ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get after it. We got a few different ingredients here. I'll be going through this and letting you know exactly how much of each of these things that you need as we go through making these cookies. But the one thing that you will need is you will need yourself a food scale. You can try to eyeball it, but when it comes to baking, listen, I'm not a baker, but I know that if you don't get your ingredients right, it doesn't turn out right. So get yourself one of these. I will link it at the bottom here in the description. I got it off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks Canadian. For all my people in the US, that's like 10 cents. First ingredient, egg whites. 92 grams of this. This is like free protein. You get the macros on this are unbelievable. Speaking of macros, at the end of the video, I'm gonna be sharing exactly how many calories are in this entire batch, as well as how many calories per cookie it's gonna be. I guarantee you, it is gonna blow your mind. 200 plus calories for chocolate chip cookies that you would get at your local store. This is gonna be way better. We're gonna zero our food scale. So next, we are gonna be adding our flour. We're actually gonna be using, just like Remington did, we're gonna be using two different types of flour here. We've got regular all-purpose flour and coconut flour. This stuff is really good. It doesn't make the actual cookie taste like coconut, but the fluff that you get from this is super awesome. So we're gonna go 30 grams of your all-purpose flour. All right, so we got 30 grams of that. Now we're gonna go 30 grams. I'm using this Bob's Red Mill, but you can get any sort of coconut flour, whether it's on Amazon or your local grocery store. But I'm gonna be putting all this stuff in the description, everyone, once the video is finished. All right, so we're going 28 grams. 28 grams of Bob's Red Mill. Ooh, it smells really good too. It's super fluffy. This is where you're gonna get that fluff, that nice fluffy consistency to your cookie. It's gonna be moist. It's gonna be delicious. I cannot wait. My mouth is already watering. 28. We're gonna be doing 10 grams of this stuff. A little bit more sweetness. And 10. Perfect. And like we mentioned, these are gonna be anabolic cookies. So we are looking for high protein, and a big part of that is gonna be your protein. This is One Up Nutrition's whey protein. I'm gonna be using a coconut ice cream flavor. If you wanna get that chocolate chip flavor, chances are vanilla will work best, but this stuff here is delicious. So we're gonna be using this coconut ice cream protein. But honestly, you can use whatever you want. Whatever protein you use, it's gonna work. It's gonna have the right amount of protein in it, and it's gonna be anabolic. Right. And it's about 2 scoops. There we go. We're going 62 grams of protein. And we're gonna go with just your regular old baking soda. We're gonna go with 6 grams of baking soda, 5 and 6. And we're gonna go with 33 grams of the PB&Me. So this is your powdered peanut butter. PB Fit, PB&Me, it's all the same stuff. It's not gonna make your cookies taste like peanut butter, but it's great for baking. So we're going 33 grams of this stuff. Keep going, 27, 30, 33 on the money. We're gonna then add in about 10 mils of this vanilla extract. Let's go, about 10 mils, nice and easy. Nice, easy pour. Put in some of our wet ingredients now. Don't wanna mess this one up because you can't pull any out. Boom, 10 on the money. Next, we're gonna be putting in a low-calorie syrup. This stuff is sweetened with sucralose, about 30 calories per 3 tablespoons. Really good stuff, it tastes delicious. I actually tried this recipe last night before I came on here to do it on YouTube, and it is amazing. So this is a big part of it. We're gonna keep it sweet. So we're going about 40 grams of this stuff. When it comes to the wet ingredients, you wanna be careful with your pour, just because you can't pull any of it out. Once it's in there, it's in there. So we zero the scale again, and we are going for that 40 grams. 40 grams! Look at that. Nice and thick, just like regular Aunt Jemima's syrup. And it's delicious. We love our syrup up here in Canada. Boom. 40. Next, we're going with Oikos plain Greek yogurt. This stuff, we're doing about 175 grams, which is about 3/4 of a cup. 100 calories in this stuff, 17 grams of protein. When I say that this mix is gonna be anabolic, I mean it's gonna be anabolic. Look at that stuff. Bam. Now, I'm all about living that anabolic life. I'm new to YouTube, and I'm gonna be doing more and more of these recipes. You'll see me in shorts a lot, but now I'm gonna be doing more of these long form videos just to help my community out a little bit. For anybody that's enjoying the channel so far, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, it really helps me out. I wanna continue to bring these amazing recipes to you, and I'm gonna do my best to continue to find the best recipes for y'all to try. 175 grams of the Oikos. We are at 158, we're almost there. 73, there it is, a little bit much. We'll take a little bit off the top. Boom, nailed it. Nailed it! We've got most of it in here, but last but not least, chocolate chips. We got Chip-Its. These are mini chips. They're delicious. So really anything will do, right? We've got 70 calories per 1 tablespoon. We're gonna be doing about 2 tablespoons, so we're doing about 140 calories of these chips for the whole batch. We're gonna probably get about 10 cookies. I'm not gonna put all 30 grams in because we're gonna actually save a few of them for the top once we're done mixing. So let's get about 20 grams or so. Boom, nailed it. About 20 grams of it. The rest of it's gonna go on the top of these cookies once we're done mixing. All right, now you're gonna get your whisk and you're gonna start mixing it all together. When you're looking at it, you're gonna be like, there is no way, that's gonna be way too dry. And I'm telling you, it works. Just be patient, keep whisking, don't go crazy. You don't want all the ingredients falling out the side of your bowl. So just nice and easy to start it off, get all that protein and that PB Fit or that PB&Me, whatever you're using, all your dry ingredients, get them all in there. As it starts to mix together, I just want you to continue to keep whisking. Trust me on this one, trust me. I thought the same thing when I watched Remington's video, and it just gets better and better and better. There we go, as we're starting to get the ingredients all mixed together. Oh my gosh, all those chocolate chips. And you taste it. If the batter tastes good, you know it's gonna be delicious. We're getting that mix, and when you feel like you're done mixing, just mix for a little bit longer, just to make sure you get all the ingredients evenly mixed. You want all the chocolate chips mixed up. You want all of your flours and your protein. You want to get it as even as possible so that you're getting the most consistent amount of macros per chocolate chip cookie. Again, like I said, you can use whatever protein you want. You can use chocolate protein, vanilla protein, You can use all, there's so many different flavors that you can use. All right, so when you are getting close to being done, you're gonna see, look at this, look at the consistency. This is what it should look like. It's delicious. It's moist. It's going to be good. Ooh. Come on. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. So try to do your best not to just eat it all at once before you actually make cookies out of it. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take it and we're gonna put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. That'll harden it up a little bit, just firm it up a little bit before we actually put them on the cookie sheets and get them into the oven. They're about to come out. We're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so it's been in there chilling for about 15 minutes. The oven is just about ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using 2 different trays with parchment paper. We're actually going to quickly spray these down. I did it before and the parchment paper is great, but just having a little bit of non-stick spray just helps them come off when they're finished. What's really important here is they actually expand quite a bit. So you want to, well, that's why we're using 2 trays. You're gonna want it so that you're giving them more than enough. Ooh, we're ready. You wanna be giving them more than enough space so they can expand. We're gonna get probably about 10 cookies out of this. So we're getting there, we're going 5 a tray. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be sharing the macros as well as the calories for this recipe at the end of the video. When you guys hear these macros, you guys are gonna be blown away for this whole batch of cookies. It's just such a great thing. Like, are they gonna taste a little bit different? Absolutely. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The consistency of them is gonna be more like an actual protein pancake than it is a chocolate chip cookie, but they are absolutely delicious. And if you're looking for an alternative while you are on your fitness journey, like we talked about earlier, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about making choices and making some changes in what it is that you're doing so you can continue on that journey. All right, so we're gonna put them in there for 6 to 8 minutes, checking them every single minute. If you like them a little bit on the softer side, I recommend 6 to 8 minutes. You wanna touch them on the top. If they're firm on the top, but they're a little bit squishy, that is when you wanna take them out. So let's put them in. So we're gonna go 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. Just like that, nice and easy. Set a timer, 6 minutes. They cook super fast, so you don't wanna go into another room and forget about them in there. Remember, it's really important that you take them out at 6 minutes, give them a good check. You don't want them too dry and then get dry really, really quick if you leave them in for too long. So let's go. So they've just come out after 6 minutes in there. They're looking delicious. Let me now break down the macros for you. These here, we got about 10 cookies out of the entire batch. And for the whole batch, we're looking at 100 grams of protein. We're looking at 17 grams of fat and 90 grams of carbohydrates, which breaks down to about 10 grams of protein, 9 grams of carbohydrates, and about 1.5 to 2 grams of fat per cookie. Look at these things. What do you say we bite into one? It's taste test time. We're gonna grab this guy here because it's the biggest and it looks the best. Look at this. Look at this guy. As you can see, it's super moist. You can see all the chocolate chips breaking inside. Look at that, everybody. 954 calories in the entire batch. That's less than 100 calories per cookie. Whereas you're looking about 2 to 250 calories with a regular chocolate chip cookie. So again, if you are on a fitness journey, you're watching those calories, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about finding different ways to be able to enjoy the foods that you love. This is unbelievable. So if you're liking these sorts of recipes, I'm gonna be doing more of these each and every week. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I hope you try it out yourself. Please let me know. And Remington James, if you're listening, again, thank you so much for this recipe. It is absolutely delicious. Cheers, everybody. Now go crush your journey.